Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are starting Q&A Sunday. Finally managed to get this underway. We're going to be answering about 15 or so questions and, well, give you guys some gameplay to watch. Some pretty interesting gameplay that I edited together, so please sit back and enjoy. So first up is a question from Isma Nakamura. I will apologise if I get these names incorrect, but he asks, what's your camera type, basically? Well, I'm playing on modified camera, custom, and it's zoom 0, height 8, and then angle of 8. I don't think angle makes that much of a difference, but definitely you want to have the zoom out, I feel, to get a better broadcast feel, and it looks better, and you'll see more of the feel. Up next from Thanasis Papas asks, what is the reason you started playing PES? Well, it was back in the day, actually, way back in the 90s now, when it first came out on the PS1. And one of my friends said, hey, why don't you check out Pro Evolution Soccer? It was ISS back in the day. And I did, and I was like, wow, there's no club teams. You know, it's all international. But the gameplay was so rewarding, so much better than FIFA back then. It was just a joy to play, and I got completely hooked on it. And ever since then, PES has been the one for me. Next up from JR Kids, he asks, what mic are you using? Well, I have a Logitech. I have a Turtle Beach PX21 headset, which is compatible with the PS3 as well. And that's what I'm using. That's what I'm using now. I used to just use my MP3 player, and you know, the quality wasn't that great. But this one, it's very clear. It's very loud sometimes as well, but it's very good. So yeah, the PX21 headset, and if you buy a DSS as well with it, and get some nice 7.1 surround sound going. Next up we have Miguel Yegernath asks, TheTrueBrits, are you going to make an International Cup series? Probably next year, obviously closer to the World Cup, with it being in Brazil next year. It's going to be massive. That country loves football. The women obviously pretty darn hot as well. So I think it's going to be great, and I probably will. Hopefully Jenki, if you know him, he's an absolute legend in the PES community when it comes to mods, will make some sort of a mode. He did make a Euro 2008 one, or 2012, sorry, one. So if he makes a World Cup one, that's going to be good fun. So we'll be making an International Cup series. Chibuzo Chibu asks, PES 2014's gameplay looks faster than PES 2013's. TheTrueBrits, is PES 2014 easier than 2013, or did you just set the gameplay speed to like 2? Well, I'll answer the last bit first. This is, all my gameplays are on 0. I keep them at default. I don't increase the speed. I don't decrease them. I think if you make them slower, it just doesn't run, and the animations are kind of very slow. If you make it too fast, well, it's just too fast. So I always play on 0. I think it looks faster because I'm playing on PC at 60 frames per second. Then it obviously goes 30 frames when you upload it to YouTube, and things always, you know, it just looks different. And is it easier than 2013? It's a tough call. I don't know. I think it's about the same-ish. I would like Superstar to be harder. Hopefully in the patch they'll improve that. But I think that's down to the AI being somewhat retarded in some points. So I don't think it's necessarily easier. I think it's harder to get used to than it was in 2013. Next up, Lowell asks, do you ever think of being a professional commentator? This is actually a question that I've been asked a few times, and I always get a kick out of it when people come in my comments, videos, and say, is this the commentator from La Liga or Bundesliga? And, you know, it's kind of funny, and it's almost a compliment in the fact that you guys think that. And I possibly, you know, it's crossed my mind in the future. I do enjoy commentating. In fact, I've got so used to commentating when I'm playing on my own, I will commentate a game sometimes, and it's kind of funny. It's become that much of a habit. It's almost instantaneous, but maybe in the future you will see TTB on the big screen commentating some of these games. Who knows? But yeah, I would love to do that in the future. Carnival X PS3 asks, or says, can you send me a greeting from Spain? He actually did leave a few comments in some of my videos, so you know what? Yes, I will send a greeting now to you for Spain. Hello Spain, hello Carnival. Big up to you guys. Love Spain. I've actually been there a few times, and it is a beautiful country. Chibu asks again another question. Hey TTB, what do you think needs improving on PES 2014? Great question. I think most people know now what really needs to be fixed in this November patch. Will Konami fix them all? I don't know. I hope Konami really haven't concentrated too much on faces, because they are releasing a lot, and boots and all this other stuff, but let's be honest, we want the gameplay fixed. First of all, goalies. They need to sort them out. Number one, they're too good from long range. And number two, they're pathetic from close range when you're a one-on-one. And you literally can walk up to them and they won't do anything. So that needs to be sorted. The referees need to be tweaked. This right here. Right, an example in the video there. That lob needs to be sorted. Because the goalies almost have no idea what to do if you chip them. And it's like the coding hasn't been properly implemented. So that needs to be fixed as well. It's just little things that need to be sorted, and if they are, PES will be a game I can play for the next 10 months happily and won't have a problem with it. So basically goalies, CPU, and just overall just needs to be enhanced further, because the shooting as well maybe needs to be a little bit more oomph in the strikes. But yeah, let me know in the comments as well what you guys hope to be improved. Ryan B asks, other than the PES edit modes, do you use any other modes or did you install any official patches? I'm asking because your game seems faster than mine. Mine is kind of slow and my specs are sufficient and the grass looks better. Well, yes, I did add a few grass textures. I will leave them in the description. They're over at pes-patch.com just to make the game look a little bit different. Also, I've added some boots, some faces. The likes of Cazorla and Wilshere has been updated, and then Negredo. There's a whole bunch of them now that people have made, and they look fantastic. But I think that's really about it. There's no gameplay enhancements. I haven't downloaded or used any of them. And that's, yeah, I think that's it. And obviously the speed, as I said, it's the same 0. So I don't know why mine looks a little bit faster. William Smith asks, who is your favourite player? My favourite player is Ronaldo, and can you do a face cam while doing Q&A Sunday? Well, I'll answer the second one. As you can probably tell, no, I'm not doing a face cam for this one. Maybe in the future I will do one. We'll have to see. My webcam's pretty crappy, to be honest with you. But maybe we'll get that fixed, you know, in the future. Depends how good this series becomes. And who is your favourite player? Well, I have to kind of agree with you. I love Ronaldo. I think he's great. Being a United fan, when he moved to Manchester United and he turned into this wonder kid, became world's best player, I fell in love with Ronaldo, you know, not in a homo, you know, sense, but he is a phenomenal player. He is a one of a kind. And even now at Real Madrid, I honestly, I know when he plays, I watch Real Madrid now and then, and you know, I really hope he has a good game. You know, he scores every game anyway, but he's a type of player that even though he left United, he was there, he did a job, he was loyal to the club, a phenomenal player, and you know, he's a fantastic player on PES as well. When it comes to Man U alone, I love playing as Van Persie. He's got a lethal left foot. Wayne Rooney as well is pretty darn solid. Stephen Espinoza asks for Q&A, will Konami ever get full licenses for the Premier League? Well, we can really sum that up straight away and say no, they're not going to get it because EA are just too big of a company. They want all the licenses, and unfortunately, it's all about money these days, and I don't think we're going to see that in the future. Leo Skasubasusic, I'm sorry I've got that absolutely wrong, but asks, how old are you? Lol. Well, I am 25, so yeah, quarter of a century. I'm not too old, but I'm not a youngster, so yeah, 25 years of age. Dragon Scope asks, do you still have the fake Division 2 teams, or is it a full Skybet file? Well, I actually don't have any Division 2 teams. I downloaded the PES Edit patch, and you can actually disable the Division 2, which because they don't have the Skybet in there, so I thought, you know what, that's the easiest thing to do. Everyone wants to see a Master League, so let's just get it out there. So I'm not using any second teams, and I don't think it matters too much. Crabshank3 asks for Q&A Sunday, will you get an Xbox One or PS4 and FIFA with it? I think PES 2014 is unfinished, and it'll be good to see you playing a game with more stadiums and better AI. I would love to get a PS4. I'm not really worried about an Xbox One. Unfortunately, I can't right now. It does suck. You know, I'm paying out of my nose for college because I'm paying out of state tuition, so I can't afford a PS4. My girlfriend is getting one, so maybe I'll go around hers and play it and hopefully maybe get some gameplay for you guys. But It is a bit of a shame. I want to play FIFA on the PS4. I probably will play it. Question is, will I be able to record it? So we'll have to see. But probably more than likely, I won't be showing you guys any gameplay for a while. And last question here. TTB, do you use a keyboard or an Xbox controller? I'm using a controller. It's a PS3 controller. As the Xbox controller I'm not a fan of. And keyboard, well, I don't think you should be playing with anyway. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave any more questions you have for me in the comments, and I will keep rolling this series out in the coming weeks. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button, and until next time, take care.